So instead of a manual data entry, I can take the image of this receipt and put it into a Google Drive folder. And that kickstarts an AI agent in the background, which runs automatically. And once it finishes, it auto adds this row into our Google Sheet, which includes all the data that it extracted from the receipt, so the vendor, the date, items, and total. And we can see that notification has landed directly into our inbox saying that a new receipt was processed and including all of the data. If you want to create AI automations like this for your business, then stick around because I will show step by step exactly how to build this out very quickly and easily using the tool called N8N. If you don't have N8N yet, I included the link in the description. You can even host it on your own computer for free, which is a bit more technical, or you can use the cloud version for 14 days for free until you try out. Also, if you want a custom workflow for your business, we offer a free consulting call to evaluate what you are looking to build and help you whether you will end up working with us or not. So I suggest you book that if you have a custom project. Now let's get into the step-by-step build out of this automation. So let's look at step-by-step setting up our agent. First, I will add some example receipt into the receipts folder on my Google Drive that I created, just to make sure that we will have something to see the output of as we go. And for the trigger, we will choose the Google Drive trigger and we set our folder. And we will watch for file created, which means that whenever anything is uploaded into that folder, that will cause this to automatically run in the background. So we don't have to manually start it, it will always run. And then I will choose the ID of the file to download. This is to make sure that we actually can access it on the N8N instance. So we download it into the N8N instance. And then we can start our AI agent build. So I will choose out of the AI nodes, I will choose the AI agent. We don't have a connected chat trigger, so we have to define our prompt. And for the prompt, I will specify that we want a JSON response only, and I will specify all of the different data points that we're expecting from it. And we have to enable to pass through images because we have an image already. And now we can add the chat model. And for the chat model, I will just use OpenAI, which is the most common. And I will choose the GPT-5 mini, which is going to do pretty similar to how the full GPT-1 would do, GPT-5 would do, I'm sorry, except that it is much faster and cheaper. And then we need a structured output parser, and we have to set what how our output looks like, how is an example output, what fields we want from it, and then it will automatically check that it is in the same output, so we are not going to get unexpected errors by the AI not following our output format. And we can see that it's doing pretty well. It got what we expected. It got all the fields. So now I will create our Google Sheets, which will be used as the output. So I will name it receipt tracker, and I add vendor, date, items, and total columns to it. And we can now copy paste the ID of the Google Sheets into the Google Sheets node, and we will use the append action to always append the row whenever we got this far into our workflow. We choose the document ID, and from the sheet we can identify it by its name, which I left as the default sheet 1. And now we already see what columns are available from on this sheet, and we can drag and drop from our previous output. And then we can test that if we run this workflow, then it will actually forward everything into our Google Sheets. So we will see the output there, and we can see that it happened exactly as we expected. And now I will just make a notification email to myself of what we got. So I will use the convert to HTML table to convert the data into a table, and then just fill out the email field. So for the subject, I will add the vendor, just so we know what this is about, and I will add the HTML table. And since by default the email formatting is HTML, this would work quite similarly without requiring anything else. We can see that we got this email as we wanted. So that was building the AI agent. I hope it was relatively easy to follow. If you got stuck with something or have any questions about the process, then ask me in the comments, because I check it quite often and I try to answer all of them. Also, if you run a business or just work in it, think about it for a moment, how much more you could accomplish, how much more you could grow the business if all of these tasks that are repetitive and boring could be automated. Also, how much better the work feels when we are actually working on things that add value. This is what this channel is about. We are teaching you different automations and automation methods to help you leveling up your business with AI and with different integrations. So if you're interested in similar videos, then hit the subscribe button and see you soon in the next video.